Hi, everyone. It's Stella Grazant, and I'm here to help you work happier, live better. And I have not done a video or shared a newsletter in quite a while because I have not been working happier and living better. And I wanted to tell you that I've learned quite a few things, and I think I'm getting back on track. So December was a really brutal month. This last wave of COVID has just been the hardest hit on my mental well-being. I don't know about you. My daughter was home from school doing remote school for about a month. We had no childcare for my baby. My grandmother passed, and I also scheduled a total hysterectomy. So I'm fine. This is a preventative measure because I have the BRCA1 gene. And if you don't know what that is, if you have a history of ovarian or breast cancer in your family, definitely get checked out. So anyway, it's been a lot, and that's just the that's just the highlight reel. So needless to say, at 11:52 p.m., I remember this on New Year's Eve, I found myself just pounding my bed with my fists out of frustration, over exhaustion, sadness, grief. I mean, you name it. It was a cocktail of stuff. And I had to really go deep and use all the tools in my toolkit and also some new tools. So I wanted to use the next few months or so to kind of share how I've been using the very tools I've been sharing with you and how I've been actually upgrading them to kind of make it through a really dark period. So one new tool is one that is going to replace my New Year's ritual, at least for this year. So I call it the calendar scan. The calendar scan is a way to get more confidence, feel more powerful, and remind yourself of how capable you are of meeting the challenges at hand, especially when you feel overwhelmed. What I was doing right before this video was cleaning out my planner. Here's like all of last year's stuff. And I just was like, before I toss this out, let me just look through it. And I started to remember, oh my God, I did this home project and that home project, and we replaced our roof and we repainted our house, and we had to put in a new wall to create an office for my husband because the baby was coming and we no longer had a home office. And oh my God, we did all these things. And wow, I hired and onboarded over 7 people. And oh my God, I delivered X amount of talks, over 50 talks last year. And I had a baby and all these things. And so as I was going through my calendar scan, because I was looking through all the projects and all the stuff on my calendar, I started to realize like, wow, even though in this moment I wasn't feeling productive. I wasn't feeling very competent. I wasn't feeling my best. When I looked back, I realized, wow, I could really hold a lot. And I know you've held a lot this last year. I know you've probably been pushed to new limits and have been really tried very hard to just get through some rough patches. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't had the wherewithal to do a New Year's ritual where you're planning your goals or reflecting on your achievements or what you're grateful for, and maybe you have, and that's wonderful. I just personally haven't had the space or the bandwidth to do that. I encourage you, just look through your calendar from last year. And as you're looking through it, just make a list of all the things, of all the projects. That's what I did, that you're like, oh, that's pretty awesome. I forgot about that. And before you know it, you'll realize, you know what? I'm way stronger. I'm way more resilient. I'm way more powerful than maybe I've been giving myself credit for. And if you do this, please write a comment in the video or send me an email and let me know how it goes for you. That if you're a coaching client or if you've taken any of my workshops or trainings or heard me speak, I am all for celebrating the small wins. And this was just a way to magnify that, because I got to look at all my to-dos for the year. And so I kind of got a nice intense concentration of those small wins. And now I'm kind of riding that high and kind of breaking the streak of not doing any videos or newsletters. So it's motivated me to take action. And I'm curious what just this might do for you. So please let me know. And over the next several weeks, I'll be sharing more tips of how I've gotten through some really challenging times.